Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in this video we are going to basically see about OnePlus 8 futures, which is going to be launched on April 14th. So in this video we are going to see about the models which is going to be launched by OnePlus. So the first model which we are going to see in this video is basically OnePlus 8. So OnePlus 8 comes with 6.5 inches and it comes in 1080 into 2400 resolution pixels. So in the sense you can play only 1080 video at most, you can't go for 4K. So that is one thing which I feel is some drawback in OnePlus this launch. And the next thing is about the processor. So the processor here is basically Qualcomm and it is 865 Snapdragon and it is S6520. So like basically that's a good processor which is available. It comes in octa-core and it comes in nearly 3 variants. So basically it comes in 6GB RAM, 8GB and 12GB RAM, and depending upon the storage as well. So for 6, 128, 256, 256. So depending upon your convenience you can choose it. So this is basically what is the basic details about a phone. Suppose if you are a person who doesn't know about anything more about phones, but if you just look into these things and buy a phone, these things doesn't matter too much when you buy a phone. So now I'm going to talk about the main things which I feel which you should know before looking into some phones. So the first thing is battery. So battery here is 4300 mAh, which is good. So and the next thing comes with the display. So display here is basically it's a capacitive touch screen. So like what is the thing is the capacitive touch screen in the sense like some cases if you're having some phone, so like old version phones, if you're taking some old version phones and if you're just touching in the screen, you can just feel, you can just see like where your fingerprint is going on. So that is basically why, because your phone screen will have a top layer. So that thing has been clubbed together and which is clubbed together in this OnePlus 8. So this is newly in this display. It is named as liquid almonded capacitive touchscreen. So which is new in this phone. And the next thing is about the PPI. So PPI in the sense pixel per inch. So for those people who doesn't know what is PPI, I'll just make a small video, small thing. So like what is the thing is basically PPI plays a vital role in your phone, like irrespective of your camera pixels. In the sense, suppose if you're taking a photo and if you're just zooming in some cases there will be blur images. This is mainly due to this PPI. So before buying the phone, make sure that your PPI is so good. So in this phone the PPI is around 402, and in addition to that the next thing which comes here is about the aspect ratio. So aspect ratio in the sense when you buy a phone they'll just say the inch. So inch in the sense the screen, the phone's total length. But like what is the thing is aspect ratio in the sense this is where your screen length is named as aspect ratio. So your screen length is about 20:9 aspect ratio. So your length of your touch screen is basically 20, breadth is 9. So that is the main thing which you should notice, because the size doesn't matter when it comes, doesn't matter when you buy a phone. The aspect ratio mainly matters irrespective of its size. So that is one thing you have to see. In more cases, please go for display into screen percentage ratio. So here it is almost like 83%, 84%. So if you have some percentage more than like 90%, 95, please take that phone. That is so good. So that is the next thing about this phone. And the next thing is about the dual SIM. So it is basically 5G supported, whereas in dual SIM, one SIM can be used as 5G, whereas the second SIM will be at most to 4G. So that is one drawback of this OnePlus 8. And the next thing which comes in this is about the cameras. So in OnePlus 8 the front camera is about 3, so 48 megapixel plus 8 megapixel plus 2 megapixel. So like basically the 48 megapixel is your primary rear camera and your 8 megapixel is used for wide range and your next 2 megapixel is used for zooming in. So like 3 cameras, that's a good thing about this phone. And your selfie camera is about 16 megapixels. So this is the thing about OnePlus 8. And in addition to that, about Wi-Fi. So about Wi-Fi in the sense, here you can connect to at most the recent launch of Wi-Fi 6. In the sense, you can use 802.11a, b, g, n, ac or ax. And it is dual band. So in the sense, you can use both 2.4 Hz or 5 Hz. Either any Hz, this phone will give you the maximum speed depending upon your Wi-Fi routers. So that is the one thing about which I feel is good about this OnePlus 8. So the price about this is about nearly 450 to 500 US dollars depending upon the variants you choose. And in addition to it, it comes in 3 colors. And the main thing, like what is the thing in the display, it has 16 million colors. In the sense, basically if any color you choose, it comes among the 3 primary colors RGB. So here it comes up 256 shades of red and 256 of green and 256 of blue. So in the sense, whatever pics or whatever videos you take, the exact color will be available in your storage. So that is the main thing, and this is the main features about OnePlus 8. So the next phone which comes in this series is OnePlus 8 Lite. So basically many would ask why this phone has occurred. So like what is the thing is, there are some people who like OnePlus, but what is the thing is, they think that the features which is available in OnePlus is too much for them. So during those cases, they can now opt for OnePlus 8 Lite. So this is basically like what is it, derived from OnePlus 8, in the sense all the features, most probably nearly 85 to 90 features OnePlus 8 is directly present in OnePlus 8 Lite. There is only few minute changes. So the first thing is about the size. Here it comes in 6.4 inches, and same here it is in 1080 only, so no 4K, and here it supports in 5G, so same. And the next thing, like here also it comes with the display with fluid AMOLED capacitive touchscreen with 16 million colors, same as OnePlus 8. And the difference here is among the PPI. So here it comes in 441 PPI, which is more than OnePlus 8, and aspect ratio here is comes in 19:5:9, which is quite less when compared to OnePlus 8. And here it comes in 8GB RAM only, with 2 variants, 128 or 256 depending upon your use. And then very important changes about the camera. So here it comes in like rear camera of 3, which is 48 plus 16 plus 12. So which is a quite difference. Why? Because here PPI is so more. So because of that only the camera is also changing. So this is the main thing which you have to notice before buying some phones. And the refresh rate is also here 90. Whereas in OnePlus 8 it is 90 or 120. So many would ask what is refresh rate. So refresh rate is, if you're playing some games or anything like or taking some videos, there will be already some blur, in the sense the video will stuck. That is mainly the main reason is about the refresh rate, and the secondary is about the Wi-Fi connections or data, depending upon the data which is available. So first, like, make sure your refresh rate is so good. Next, make sure your data, that's the main thing. So let's come back to it Lite. So here what is the thing is, the camera is 48 plus 16 plus 12. So 48 is your primary, 16 is your wide, and 12 is for your focus and other stuffs on zoom. So this is the thing. And the selfie camera is same as 16 megapixels as OnePlus 8. So the price here ranges from 37,000. So here in US it may be like 400 to 450 US dollars depending upon the variants you choose. And it comes only in blue colors, like, which is available right now. So this is the main thing, like, what is it, and the main thing, the main difference is about the battery. So here it comes in 4000 mAh, so which is quite less when compared to OnePlus 8. So this is basically about the features about OnePlus 8 Lite. So the last phone which comes under this OnePlus 8 series is basically OnePlus 8 Pro. So what is the main thing about this phone is, if you're a guy who's just entered college and if you're looking for some phones, please do select this phone. Or else if you're some kind of gamer, photography stuffs and so, this phone is so good, and it will be one-time investment and you will never ever regret in your whole life. That is one thing which I have to see before saying about the features about this OnePlus 8 Pro. So the first thing is about the battery. It comes in 4500 mAh, and in addition to that it is 6.78 inches, and in addition to that it comes in 1440 into 3120 pixels, which is too high, so it's good. So that's the thing. And the next thing is about the Snapdragon 865, same as well. It is octa-core. It comes in three variants: 6, 8, 12, and 128, 128, 256. The same stuff as other OnePlus 8. And the main thing which I want to make sure here is, first thing is about the display. Same display as liquid molded capacitive touchscreen, same thing. And the next thing is about the PPI. The PPI here is more like 507, which is too high. I'll just say why, like just wait for 1 minute. And the next thing is about the aspect ratio. Here it is 19:5:9. And the main thing here which I want to say here is about the ratio of display to the screen, which is almost like 93%. So like, what is the thing is, it is almost comparable to Samsung series, like S series. So basically Samsung, Moto, Huawei, so all the top end models is now is in a competition with OnePlus 8 Pro when it is going to be launched soon. So that is one thing which I want to make sure here. And in addition to that, here the refresh rate is almost 120 Hz, so it is too high. And if you're a pakka gamer, please go for this phone, you will never regret. And the next thing is about the dual SIM, nano SIM, the first SIM, the second SIM is actual dual band, and it supports in 5G, the same stuffs. And the next thing which I want to talk here about this phone is basically about its camera. So here the front camera has 4 cameras, which is 48 plus 48 plus 8 plus 5. What? Yeah, seriously, it comes with a combination of 248 megapixels, which is so awesome to the core. So basically what's the thing is, your first 48 megapixel will be your primary rear camera, next 48 will be your wide, next 8 will be for zooming, and the next 5 will be for depth sensors. In the sense, you can take underground for 5 with 5 megapixels, which is so awesome. And in addition to that, the both 14 megapixels is basically from Sony, and it's if you want more depth, I can give you like IMX, like 689 and 586 to the code. So basically the photos which you're going to take in OnePlus 8 Pro will be too awesome. And the next thing is about the selfie cameras, which is going to be for 16 megapixels, and the Wi-Fi. Here comes still Wi-Fi 6, in the sense A, B, G, N, AC and AX. Any phones you want, any Wi-Fi you have, you can go for it. And in addition to that, the price of it is almost like 57,000. In our US dollars, it is almost like 450 to 500 US dollars. And I'm just seeing it again. Please, if you're a gamer, or if you are interested in gaming, if you're interested in photographies, videos and so, bloggings, vlog and so, please go for OnePlus 8 Pro. Among these three models, I'm just suggesting you personally go for OnePlus 8 Pro, because the price may be somewhat high when compared to other models, but what's the thing is, you will never ever regret like why I wasted or why I kept this much money for this thing. So the phone, just see OnePlus 8 Pro, camera is good, refresh rate, PPI, aspect ratio, even if you want processor is good, camera, sensors. Here the fingerprint is backside only, as down the display, and like behind the display, and the battery capacity is good, RAM is good. So in the sense, like basically, if you're like, just ask yourself. So if you need some phones with top end models, top end specifications and something, go for OnePlus 8 Pro. So this is basically about my personal suggestions. So because it is almost equal to Samsung, Huawei, Moto and so. So if you are haters about these phones but you do like some specifications, go for OnePlus 8 Pro. Yeah, so hope so you like this video. If you like it, just give it a thumbs up. So like this content, I'll just meet you in the next video. So till then, peace from K Square. Bye.